worthy of being able to hold space in your life, to be able to keep you in a position of feeling satisfied and fulfilled by them. This is somebody who I definitely feel like had some confidence issues when you first met, and also someone who is used to energies who would have been chasing them or pursuing them in a way that would perhaps again close the gap on that lack of confidence. So when you first encountered this energy and the two of you were getting to know each other and this relationship is growing, it feels like they did feel very good about themselves. They felt that confidence, they felt that validation. But the moment that you started to ask them more difficult questions or acquire more of them, or maybe even take them to task in certain areas of the relationship, it feels like that crown started to slip. And it starts to feel like in those moments that this person wasn't interested or was pushing you away. But truthfully, what they were pushing away was this feeling of not being good enough for you, of not essentially meeting your expectations. And I do feel like they needed to close this door in the past in order to recognize that they made this decision based on a wounded place. So for most, this is someone who did pursue a karmic relationship pretty quickly after a relationship ended. If not, there was some type of overlap. And it shows that when they did pursue this other relationship, they realized almost immediately that they made the wrong choice. That this person was never going to challenge them, was never going to make them better, was never going to improve their life in a substantive way. And in fact, it was quite the opposite. I see this person actually brought in a series of some karmic consequences. This is someone who drained them financially or put them in a position in which there's some type of legal risk. It really feels like they brought them into this world of drama and toxicity. And in all transparency, while we can empathize with your person, we can always see that this is something that they needed to experience at the time in order for them to recognize that they needed to start healing themselves so they could start to see partners clearly, not from a place of that old wounded self, but from a place of a new confident self. They could assess the difference between a toxic love and a healthy love. And I see now they are ready to come forward and receive this healthy love from you, if you will have them. For most of you, this is somebody who feels like the timing in the past was just not right. And I will say, I feel as much as it stung when this person first left your life, you would probably agree with that sentiment. You would echo the fact that they were just not ready for you in the past. And that this is someone who was almost like, you know that old adage, that old narrative, the emperor who doesn't wear clothes? It's along those lines. It's someone who presented themselves with a whole lot of confidence, but someone who couldn't substantiate that, or someone who was not able to hold that when applying any type of pressure. So now they have done some work on themselves. For many of you, this is somebody who has gone through a therapeutic process. I'm seeing they could have read a lot of self-help books for others, and they are ready to open their heart to you fully. And I'm seeing this begins on New Year's Eve, standing beside you as the year turns, choosing you fully, asking for a future with you if you will have them. The advice I will say, watch what they do and not what they promise. I feel like this is somebody who has a good way of articulating themselves, but it's really important